Quite a few residents of the Balkan Peninsula admit that the most picturesque and holy spots in the region are located in the Rhodopes. The mountain stretches in the southern part of Bulgaria, which has a mild climate with 4 distinct seasons and the greatest number of sunny days in the year. This is the mountain of mythical Orpheus and was inhabited as early as the 12th century BC. Its smooth crests are covered with dozens of temples and chapels. Here you can witness most magnificent and peculiar natural phenomena, as well as many cultural monuments. What's more, here you can repose all year long in a better way than you could in most of the other resorts. The most exigent can stay at the luxury hotels of the Pamporovo Mountain Resort, famous for its long ski slopes, or at the cozy, elegant family hotels in the town of Chepelare, near Pamporovo. The tiny villages in the vicinity, with their houses built and furnished with natural materials only, welcome all year round those who prefer the peace and quiet of natural rural life. This is where one can enjoy bio dishes and live in conformity with nature. In the town of Chepelare, you can do any kind of sports. Hike along mountain routes approved by the European tourist associations, go hunting or ride horses in the depths of the charming woods. Participate in open-air carnivals, catch trout in the crystal mountain waters, or go sightseeing around the region. The Chepelare commune is doubtlessly one of the most attractive holiday destinations on the Balkans. In winter, it is almost impossible to rent a room at a hotel or an eco house unless you have booked it well in advance. Groups of tourists, mainly from Ireland, Canada and Israel, often book rooms a whole year in advance. The ski slopes above Chepelare, the delicious dishes prepared in the region, and the hospitality of the locals attract tourists from across the world all around the year. Many of the foreign tourists prefer resting here regardless of the season, because of the 270 sunny days in the year, the variety of mountain itineraries, the well-developed rural tourism, sports facilities and amusement spots. There are 8 sports clubs in the region of Chepelare, which maintain the biathlon shooting range, the gyms, the tennis courts and the other sports grounds. Mountain horse riding is also well developed. The trained guides take the tourists to different picturesque spots in the vicinity. Chepelare has 15 hotels, 73 houses for rent and 5 chalets with a total capacity of 1,500 beds. The 51 categorized eco houses in the region offer delicious traditional dishes and homemade wine and rakia. The visitors of the Mechichal dairy farm can taste the most delicious Bulgarian yellow cheese. The dairy staff buy out the fresh milk of the herds which graze on the lush grass and herbs of the highest mountain meadows. Tourists can also visit the local ski, snowboard and ski boots factory, which is the only one on the Balkan Peninsula. Chepelare came to fame as the birth town of the first Bulgarian Olympic biathlon gold winner from Nagano 1998, Ekaterina Dafovska. Another feature unique for the Balkans is the Museum of the Rhodope Karst. Visitors can learn something more about the dawn of human history and see unusual cave sites. Dozens of Christian churches and chapels are scattered around the region, and it is no wonder that every Bulgarian thinks of this area as a land touched by God. No grave calamities or disasters have ever befallen this place. The local people claim that they are under the aegis of the good forces in heaven. But there is a good reason for this. The people here are good-natured, always smiling and exceptionally hospitable. The churches and chapels often attract the families of the old clans from the region. Young and old alike gather to celebrate on every major holiday. Some of the young people who work abroad cross oceans and continents just to return for a while to their home place. The people here celebrate with a joy which infects every visitor. At nightfall, foreign tourists can listen to the music of the Rhodopes, taste selected wines, and sing along with the artists. If you prefer the peace and quiet, you can always hire a discreet mountain guide who will take you for a hike or a ride on horseback. You can also pick mushrooms, wild fruit or herbs. You will get a chance to see protected mountain plant species such as the Rhodope violet, the Rhodope lily, the red Rhodope tulip, the Rhodope barefoot and rose, and the Mursel tea, all of them growing in the region alone. This is the perfect place for those who like hunting or angling. One can shoot big and small game, bears, wolves, does and deer, hares and wild boars, wood pigeons, partridges and cocks of the wood, or fish trout, mountain barbel and chub. The Chepelare commune has 61 cultural monuments and many landmarks. We only tell you about one of them, the Bridges of Wonder, formed by storms, water and other elements of nature over the centuries. The so-called Bulgarian Stonehenge, which attracts many tourists from all over Europe and mainly from Bulgaria's neighboring countries. You should certainly visit the observatory on one of the peaks near Chepelare. It is the biggest such facility in Southeast Europe and has 4 telescopes. Looking at the stars above, one realizes how small and insignificant people are and how great their ideas and minds can be. We only showed you a tiny part of this bewitching region and a small hospitable town. The residents of Chepelare say that life there is full of joy. We found that this is true, and like in the fairy tales with happy endings, there was much rejoicing. You are always welcome to come here and do it yourselves.